Is there any news?
Is there any news for San Diego FC?
Want me to tell you? Yeah, there is.
Oh,
yeah, there is.
Hit us with the news.
You want to hit it with the freshness, with the, it's incredible that they found a picture of this maneuver just because he played so little time. Emma Boateng cutting to the left.
That's AI. That move never happened.
Emma,
when do you wear the captain armband?
He did wear.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeppe, one of the few ones where Yeppe came out injured. He did.
Emma Boateng signed again by San Diego FC. Tony, you said it in the preview or in the intro, for the vibes.
Yes, because
he is a Right to Dream graduate. He is the one that they always present to media when it comes to anything about Right to Dream, the academy, because he's been there, done that. I think it's a good move.
Sure, it's okay. Does this move move the needle? Is there an overall that's what we wanted from everybody in the community, and saying, awesome, Chuki's not playing? Oh man, but at least we got Emma Boateng. I'm not sure if the Emma Boateng jerseys are also flying out of 18 threads. But let's hear from Emma Boateng on his re-signing with San Diego FC, because it was very, very different from what he had told us in his exit interview.
Looking at last season, how can you continue building on from there?
Yeah, I mean, I think very exciting news for me and my family to be back here. How the year went last year. Did really well as a team, and we had a really good chemistry with the group. So it's very exciting. I think everybody that's already been in this environment wants to stay here. So I'm very excited, and my family is very happy to be back here and hopefully build on what we did last year.
During the interview at the end of the season, you mentioned that you were looking for a little bit more playing time and looking for more opportunities than you may have gotten this last season. What is it about San Diego that changed that, or your outlook that says, you know what, San Diego is that place for me?
Yeah, I mean, just no run for my challenge. This is a team that played really high at a high level last year, and so the onus is up on me to build my fitness and show more in training what I can do and work myself in there. So it was just about would you rather be in this environment or somewhere else where maybe it's a little bit easier and get easier playing time? But I'd rather challenge myself for the best, and I think we have a great group here, and just being a part of it, all the wins and the lessons that we learned throughout the year was valuable enough that I want to be back and continue it again.
All right. For those of you that heard, or those of you that didn't, yes, that's very low volume. That's how Emma talks.
Yeah,
that's his.
It's kind of like Landon Donovan back in the loyal days. Hey, Landon, what do you think over the overall performance of the game?
I think the performance was good. The results, I don't know who won it.
Anyways, confirmed for the vibes.
For the vibes.
And Emma Boateng returns for the vibes. He's not gonna have a role, at least on the field, but he is going to be a leader.
Yeah, 100%. And that's, again, he's one of the players that also comes from the Right to Dream sort of scaffolding, and has that MLS veteran presence. As Dimitri here from SDFC Nation does say, he's going to play a huge role in integrating the young talent to SDFC this year, as he did last year. But is that really good? Is that worth it enough to take a roster spot? And I'll look at what Jeremy's saying. I always ask myself, does this signing help us beat Vancouver and then Miami? I don't think so.
It does not help you beat Vancouver or Miami, which you'll play Miami this next season. And let me tell you, Miami is making moves happen. Did you see who their third DP is going to be?
El
Mexicano, no, el de Pumas. Berteram or something. Germán Berterame. He's going to be their third DP signing. And I mean, he's a solid striker. I mean, he gets called up for La Selección. He's 27. So I think he'll kill it in MLS, actually, especially with Inter Miami. So, it's going to be interesting to see that against San Diego FC, who only have one DP player.
Speaking of DP players, San Diego FC still has two. One being Honors Dreyer, who they re-signed, and the other one being El Chucky Lozano, which if you look at the thumbnail for this on the bottom left, I edited Chucky Lozano in a Padres jersey because he's just out there living life in the best.
As you should in San Diego, right? In the best city in America.
Yeah.
Like you should be enjoying your life because it's so beautiful out there here in San Diego.
And that's why honestly one of my funnest pastimes that I've seen recently is just what is Chucky doing to show that he's a good guy and just enjoying his time? Oh, no, here I am. After Fabrizio Romano did say, hey, Hirving Lozano doesn't plan or want to leave San Diego in this window as he's intention to stay with the club. Chiva, you weren't on the Chromaniacs after Fabrizio decided to drop this. So when you see the Adam Schefter of world football, Fabrizio Romano say Chucky doesn't want to go, what goes through your head?
He's not getting any looks anywhere else to pay him what he's getting paid currently. And I think he made amends that he's not going to go to the World Cup. So he's pretty much saying, well, you know, if I'm going to enjoy the last few years of my career, might as well make the money that I'm making already. I'm still going to work out. I'm still going to train. I'm still technically going to be playing soccer, just not on an actual game, but you will at training. You have that nice facility to work out and the team still has to pay you. So he's stacking up that wallet and has made his mind that he's okay not making the World Cup roster.
I mean, you just has to answer to SDFC Nation's Dimitri's question right here. His mind made up about not making the World Cup?
I think so. I think, yeah. I think he's convinced himself already that he's not going to make it. Maybe he had a conversation with Javier Aguirre, El Vasco, and said, hey, like, Chucky, you're not going to get to be in the roster, man. Like, there's other younger players that I want to take a look at. Like, maybe he had that conversation, and that's where Chucky said, well, if I'm not going to make the World Cup roster, why put my body on the line and travel, all that stuff, when I could just stay here in San Diego and make the most money?
$7.5 million a year. Like, I'm just going to sit on it. San Diego FC decided to assassinate my character. They were the ones that decided to open their mouths and be cavalier about, no, he's not going to be here. And then double down last week. I asked Mikey Varas, like, hey, like, about the, like, is he part of the plans? Is he going to go? Like, what are the vibes, Mikey, with Chucky Lozano? I played for Craig actually the audio in Spanish. Mikey Varas, from what we've known of the last year of him and his coaching style, the way that he answers questions, he tends to answer questions in Spanish a little bit more direct and with a little bit more, how should we say, Latin heat, in the term of, he just seems to be more comfortable and wants to go, like, is clear. In English, he'll say, hey, Chucky's he's not part of the club. He's not part of the, not going to be, he's not in our plans. In Spanish, I'll let it play once again. For those of you who speak Spanish, fantastic. You tell us in the comments. But then for those who knows, I'll translate right after the extra crema on los tacos, as they say.
Y hablando también en español sobre la posibilidad de una distracción de elementos como Chucky Lozano, ¿nos podía repetir lo que dijo también en inglés?
Yeah.
So I'm asking, what? Yes, I know the Chucky Lozano. So the question was, hey, it legitimately the same question I asked Mikey Varas in English before. Mikey, is this situation, off-field situation, specifically talking about Chucky Lozano, going to be a distraction for the club? He said in English, no, there's no distraction. Nobody's even batting an eye that way. Like, the team is focused, the team is ready. He had a little bit more to say in Spanish.
No hay distracción para nada. El grupo lo notificamos con mucha transparencia.
Hey, there is no distraction at all. We've already notified the entire group with the utmost transparency.
Como lo hemos hecho con Hirving y su representante.
Just like we did it with Irving and his representation.
Y el grupo está listo para entrenar desde el primer día. No hay nadie pensando en eso.
The team is ready to play on day one. Nobody is even thinking about that.
Y mira, yo sigo diciendo que nosotros queremos que Hirving juegue a un mundial.
And we keep saying that we want Irving to play in a World Cup.
Esto es una cuestión que nosotros no encajamos juntos. El
This is just a matter of, hey, we just aren't embedding with it. You're just not working. The chemistry is not there. The yin and the yang is not working.
club y él. Y él no está en nuestros planes, no va a jugar para nosotros.
He is not in our plans. He is not going to play with us.
Y hay interés afuera, entonces nosotros ojalá que él quiere jugar un mundial para su país.
So
that last line,
That-
Tony.
unnecessary.
That
Yeah.
last line, no, that also says it. Where he should want to play in a World Cup.
Yeah.
And you know what? He should, but he doesn't. He doesn't know the conversations he's had with Vasco Aguirre. He doesn't know what goes to Chuki's mind. He's a petty player. He's a petty person. And we've seen it
Historically.
with the social media, like comments he said before, his attitude on the field and off the field. Chuki's very much could be doing this just to get the money. That's it. 100%.
Yeah. Let's replay this again.
Y él no está en nuestros planes, no va a jugar para nosotros.
Not going to play with us.
Y hay interés afuera.
And there is interest from outside. Hey, guys.
That's
hey,
why-
media.
that's one of the
hey,
things I don't buy.
World. There is so much interest from outside. So interested. The world is interested on Chucky Lozano. Maybe. But why haven't you gotten rid of him?
I wish you guys could have asked what are those teams that are interested? He's not going to answer. but
Yeah, sure.
yeah.
We would be in the same place if I asked that question to him or to Tyler Heaps. But there's so much interest outside, guys. Yet nobody's ready to pull the trigger on that. Like, if on February 2nd, after the transfer window closes, Chucky Lozano is still part of this team, this right here, this is just Mikey, salesman Mikey. Oh, guys, there's so many. Oh man, you wouldn't believe who's interested in Chucky
Not that
Lozano.
good of a salesman,
Hey
by the
guys,
way.
come on down. Like it's a Super Saiyan bargain sale. Like it's a Chucky Lozano bargain sale. Like let's go ahead.
The thing right now is if Chucky has that power where if he doesn't want to go to a team on loan, like he could say no. Like I believe that's part of the contract he currently has. And yeah, like 619 Soccer saying, Liga MX publicly like said no, we're not gonna sign Chucky Lozano. Nobody wants Chucky in Liga MX. There's not a single team that's willing to pay anything close to that. So what's the next step? Let's look at Spain. Real Oviedo. Those were there were reports there with Real Oviedo really interested in Chucky. They could only pay and offer $2 million a year. Chucky's not gonna take that.
No.
He's not gonna take a $5 million pay cut.
To what? To then maybe play enough minutes to be considered for the World Cup and risk, because again, you're a liability on a roster with your injury history, and risk getting injured, or is there a better chance of him making a World Cup roster by being the freshest player for Javier Aguirre, and that's his play? Like, hey, Javier, ¿sabes qué? I'll be the only thing I'm going to be preparing from here into June is to be ready for your team come World Cup time. That's my only concern. Everybody else still has the obligations to play week in and week out in their league, in their team, in their cups, in their whatever tournaments, training as much as we can. Chucky, from what do we understand, is still at training. He's still there. They're switching him. They're hiding him. They're not going to see him in the media availability window. You're not going to see. You may see him if you drive through, that
street,
the Hazer Road or whatever. Like that's the thing where you're going to go ahead and see Chucky maybe play this card of, hey guys, this team has clearly made the decision. I'm going to go ahead and chill at La Jolla. I'm going to go ahead and play with my kids. I'm going to go ahead and live my best life, potentially train, and maybe Javier Aguirre is like, you know what? I took Guillermo Franco in 2010. I took Conejo Perez in 2010. Bofo Bautista.
Why not?
Why not? Chucky went to
Chucky. Kyle. Ochoa. Kyle.
Oh, geez.
So, I mean, yeah, it's insane, but like Mikey at the end of that also says it, like he should want to play in a World Cup. That's almost a hint too, like,
yeah,
it's almost a direct message to Chucky, like, dude, you should want to play in a World Cup.
Yeah, man. Like I said, the player wants to be next. He needs to be playing and didn't care where. Look at Ochoa. Yeah, I mean, Ochoa's desperately.
Hey, I
trying to
mean,
find
Aguirre
someone to
also
play.
told Santi Jimenez that doesn't matter what form he's on, that he's bringing Santi Jimenez anyways.
And
after
okay,
his surgery, after the injury.
let me just play this part too.
Tres afuera, entonces nosotros
There's so much interest outside.
ojalá que él quiere, entonces nosotros ojalá que él quiere jugar un mundial para.
So what he's saying is, we hope
He would
that
want
he wants to play, like, because we don't need him here. Like, we don't want him here.
to. Mhm.
I would hope that he would want to go ahead and represent his country. Like, that's what he said.
Yeah.
We would hope he would want to go ahead and represent his country in the World Cup. Like, okay. All of this tied together. Mikey Varas, again, you can look at the posture, the body language, the tone, the whatever you want for this Chucky Lozano saga situation that is going to continue. And again, if they don't get rid of him in this window, this conversation is going to continue. The moment they don't start scoring at Snapdragon Stadium, just like they did last year, and they keep tying and losing, more ties than losses, they just couldn't win at home and at Snapdragon Stadium, Chucky Lozano chants are going to come. And the team, the club keeps Varas, the club, the players. Because I asked you first, like, hey, like, is this a distraction? Like, no, like, this decision was already handled. It was handled perfectly last season, and we're still handling it in the same perfect way moving forward. But they're prepared to hear those Chucky Lozano chants. Everybody's prepared to hear that, right? I'm curious if the video board doesn't have a message ready for the P chant, and then they have a message ready for the Chucky Lozano chant. Like, please, let's support our players, the ones that are here.
I mean, I don't think they would
They wouldn't.
put up
They
a
wouldn't.
sign for Chucky
No,
Lozano.
it's hyperbolic.
Yeah,
What?
no, I know. I know, but still, like, nothing surprises me at Snapdragon Stadium. But yeah, no. Look, do I think Mikey Varas is handling this situation the best that he can? Maybe.
No.
Do I think he
Is he?
is taking things very personal? I think so.
That's where people are getting him. That's where people are kind of questioning. Like, I think, yeah, like, whatever was said in that locker room must have been so bad.
Big time clubs have to tolerate big time egos.
Yes.
And that's just the reality of the sport. If you want to be a big time club where you want the best players to play in, some of those players have big egos. And that's part of the game. Look at Cristiano Ronaldo. Look at Vini Jr. with Real Madrid right now. Like,
yeah, no, the entire Real Madrid situation. Like, is that what people want? Is that what people want for the players to have so much say? Okay, have your Chucky Lozano. Go ahead and play him. That means Mikey Varas is going to walk. A lot of people right now would say yes.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, no, like, you should have gotten rid of Mikey last year when he didn't win, whatever, when he didn't play Chucky Lozano in the first half against the Vancouver Whitecaps. Like, people were asking for him right then and there. It's going to be like the Orlovsky saga if lose fans are going to revert back to this decision. Yeah, and again, perfect segue. Are you a fan of Chucky? Or are you a fan of San Diego FC? Are you a fan of the players? Or are you a fan of... I'm not saying don't have an accountability factor with your teams. You should be upset. If Chucky remains here and your club has to eat a DP slot and has to go ahead and pay, it's not your money. Like, sure, in the long term, it kind of is, because the only way that MLS teams or San Diego makes any money is from ticket sales. And if people stop showing up, then you kind of hurt those ticket sales.
Historically speaking, in the short soccer history at Snapdragon Stadium, when your big name player leaves the club, ticket sales go down.
Yeah, i.e. wave.
So you can kind of assume that you're lucky you extended Anders Dreyer. And, you know, I hope you don't mutually agree to part ways one day. But this whole Chucky thing is being handled so poorly.
It is. It's a mess, and it's a public mess.
It's a matter of time before Chucky goes on some other outlet and talk about what's happening.
Do it on this outlet.
Do
Chucky,
it here,
just do it here. I look you.
Come on.
Hola, Chucky.
Si no te quieren, Kyle.
Hola, ¿qué tal, señor Lozano? ¿Cómo está? Buenas tardes, buenas noches, buenos días. Ojalá que esté bien usted y su familia. Aquí está su invitación para hablar sobre el tema de San Diego FC y pues de su carrera, porque aquí le dijo a mi compañero que usted se quería retirar potencialmente con San Diego. You said that this would potentially be the team you would retire from when Chiva asked you at your presentation. So if that's still the case, then let me know. Maybe that is the case. He's like, nah, man, I promised Chiva. Chiva asked me, "Is this going to be my last team when I came in?" And I said, "Hopefully." So I need to keep that promise to Chiva. Maybe you're the reason. Maybe you're the reason he's still here. But then he goes over in Fabrizio Romano. Like that's the only thing we've heard from his camp that he doesn't want to stay, and he goes and big times San Diego FC. Oh yeah, you can talk to SanDiego.Futbol. You can talk to Tom Bogert. You can talk to whoever you want to talk to. I have Fabrizio like on my back pocket.
Yeah.
Like in a public perception. I think this is now a PR battle. Chuki Lozano is salt of the earth human being, the best San Diegan who is enjoying just drive. What do we like to do as San Diegans? We like to enjoy this weather. Let's go out for a little drive.
Dude,
La Jolla.
like you could go to the beach in January, man.
He was, in January. The water's beautiful. Like, I'm going to go to Northgate. It's close enough to Mexico where I can get products that I'm familiar with. La gente loves me. He posted a picture with, I think, San Diego Surf players. Like, he's a man who's here and dedicated to this. It's San Diego FC who's not allowing you, the fans, to see us together here at Snapdragon Stadium and me doing what I do best, entertaining you and scoring for San Diego and beating LA. Like if San Diego FC doesn't beat LA Galaxy or they narrowly lose or tie, that's immediately the conversation. Chucky was a deciding factor.
Yeah.
He contributed in game 1. He contributed in game 2 with that header and he's no longer here. And now we're no longer going to go undefeated against LA teams. Like that's the situation. Let's look at some of these comments.
Yeah, and let's also not forget this, right? Let me play a little bit of devil's advocate here. Nothing San Diego FC has done so far has been proven incorrect. Every decision that they've made has led them to be one of the best teams in MLS last season. They won the West. They made it to the Western Conference Championship. The Iloski decision, like everything still worked out in their favor to be one of the best. So we can sit here and say, yeah, they're not handling this correctly. And I still stand with that opinion. But San Diego FC is still shutting mouths. At least they did last season. And this season's going to be a big factor in whether they keep that momentum of, no, we know what we're doing. And we're going to stick with it because it's what we've been doing. It's our principles. It's what we're about. And it just does work out. Or they go against Pumas in the next couple of weeks and Pumas claps them. And they go to Mexico and then they still get clapped and it's not looking good. Then you start out the season. You don't win a few games. And like you said, Tony, that's when you start saying, well, what's the difference? No Chucky Lozano.
Yeah, and what you're going to see too is San Diego, if they beat Pumas, they're going to go up against Toluca, the number 1 in Mexico right now. And even from a marketing standpoint, from a stylistic standpoint, you can benefit from probably having a Chuki Lozano to at least go to in your bench. And that's where, and I'll give a shout out. I was listening to SDFC Bros actually have a podcast, and the two of them were going back and forth, and they had some really good points of like, is this? And I'll quote. I don't think it was Vince, might have been Carlos, saying like, well, is Mikey Varas a manager or a coach? Which was a really excellent point. Check him out.
Yeah.
But is he here to massage and work with what he has? Or does he have the thing that's like, you know what? It's just not going to work with this guy. I don't want him near me. Like he gives me the ick. Mikey Varas has the ick for Chuki Lozano. And it's clear. But a lot of people here are on either side. Do we expect a third DP if one of our two is not in our sporting plans, yes.
I mean,
So
Tyler Heaps has been pointing
Tyler-
that they're looking to get a third DP.
and it's going to be either in this window or next window, but it has a lot to do whether Chuki's still here
Yeah, and he said it. They're looking for
and attacking.
either a 10, a 9, a winger. I mean, they kind of need a winger now.
What do you mean?
No, Mal Pellegrino.
What do you mean? Dude,
Pellegrino pa.
Pele was playing out the wazoo last year. He was just Pele incarnate. Like, he was the guy. He was the winger. He was the reason why they made it to the Western Conference Finals, according to the entire team, which, he was playing well. In times he disappeared and kind of came back to reality. But it wasn't enough to beat Vancouver. The team that you're being sold and kind of rehashed going into this year, it's the same one. An interesting thing came down too from the SanDiego.FC. I think it's called Official Podcast. I would have thought like the flow. I don't know. I don't work for you guys. Mikey Varas on what people can see next year. And this is what comes out. This is from the PR side of things. Like, this isn't necessarily meat availability, but it's very similar. And I'll kind of prove or disprove some of the comments that he makes here.
What's next? And people will question, can they repeat it? Was it just a fairy tale beginning? And I think that will be the wrong question. Externally, they can ask that question. The right question will be, can we improve it? And I'm not talking about results, because I never talked about results. You know, setting goal results is not how we got there. It's how we showed up every single day. It's how we woke up in the morning, spent our day, went to bed at night with intention, with ambition, with hard work that gave us a chance of doing something special. And we need to see if we can improve in that mindset, that process, that day to day. Because if we can, then I know the long-term prediction that I have that the club will be a giant will be safe and in good hands. And we'll give ourselves a chance to do something special again.
That in no way said a championship. Nowhere in there is the ambition or what's being said a championship. What this team has said, to their credit, and an incredible run, an incredible thing, a fairy tale almost that they were able to do last year. What they're trying to do is look down, get to work hard, boom, every day, step by step. Great. It's phenomenal. It's a great way of life. Personally, just take it step by step, day by day. And then one day you're just going to look up and say, where am I? Oh, I won the MLS Cup. That's the plan for this club. The plan is to go work and virtues and values, sell a couple of players, sell your fan favorites, because, again, it doesn't fit the mold of Right to Dream, where we have academy players that are coming in and they're going to go ahead and follow, and they're going to be superstars in their own right, and SanDiego's going to fall in love with them. And, Western Conference exit. Okay, again, we'll do it again. We made playoffs and first round. Okay, hey, we're still sticking to this. We're giants of I think he said Latin America, or just even the world originally. They're going to go ahead and do that. That's fine. But are you going to win a championship?
That's the question. Remember, this is Mikey Varas, who said expectations are just kind of roadblocks that people put in the way. Like, he doesn't necessarily like want that. He really just wants to take day by day and eventually, like you said, become giants. And I'm sorry, but becoming a giant anywhere takes so much time.
Yeah.
By the time SanDiego is considered a giant in Latin America, Mikey Varas is going to be retired.
Or coaching the U.S. men's national team.
Or
because, again,
retired, because it's going to be that long. He'll be like in his 70s or 80s. It's going to take 50 years at least to become a giant.
I love this comment. He answers the way that John Cena answers questions, if you know what I mean. It's just so corporate. Which, again, introducing segment 1 of what I'm calling HRFC. SanDiego.FC, whenever this kind of turns into this, of like, they turn into HRFC. This is sterile. This is a procedural thing. Soccer is a procedural thing. They're going to just work, and hopefully we get to the top. Hopefully. Again, they had 1 year. The 1 year was incredible, and everything that they said, to their credit, worked out.
Yeah.
I have no other data to support what they're saying not working out. I don't have any information based on what the club has actually done within the 90 minutes of every single one of the games last season that tells me having Chucky Lozano either contract terminated, having him on the side, never looking at him again, isn't going to work out. It might work out again because based on what we've heard, it did. But is that going to be enough to really get people out there? And that's where, you might bump into some people who have feelings about this. Like, hey, you know what? It sounds like Mikey, his ego got to him and is still getting to him. And he should have let that to the side. And no matter what happened, give it an opportunity to go. Because if you remember, amends were made. Chucky Lozano played in the last game of the Western Conference Final that they lost.
Scored the goal.
He scored the goal. So he had done everything right. He had admitted that he was wrong. He admitted that he was not the best of money. He was not being cash money for them. And he learned his lesson. The club agreed. Mikey agreed and put him in the last half. And it worked out. So what about that changed? Because everything seems to be fine. And now it's just a matter of, well, you're just going to piss off a bunch of people. Because the people went out there because they were sold on the dream to see a Mexican star, to do the Carlos Vela thing, to do LAFC 2.0, to do the Tom Penn 2.0, same plan, same strategy. It didn't work out with the DP. And now you're in a very ugly public fight with the player that you pay the most. And you expect every player who doesn't get paid as much as him to say, no, you need to fall in line. We're going to pay this guy, but no, you need to fall in line.
You know what's crazy is that a lot of media, this is becoming like big headlines in Mexico and, like for Fox Sports, ESPN FC, like ESPN Deport, everything, where a lot of media are backing San Diego FC because they're used to the drama that comes with players like Chucky Lozano. And they're like, oh, look at that. Somebody finally said, you're putting you on your place. And they're realizing nobody wants to pay this amount of money for Chucky Lozano. So it is very interesting. And, reading SDFC Nation, what do you guys believe some fans in San Diego are not satisfied with the run SDFC had last season? Why is it not enough for a first-year club? I'm for sure think there's people that were upset and thought it wasn't enough.
Yeah.
It's a successful first season.
Yeah.
It is. It's great.
Yeah.
At the same time, that team could have won it all. Like that team had the potential to making the MLS Cup and giving Messi and company a run for their money. So I think that's more of a...
It's an opportunity missed, I think. And that's how people see it. They see the missed opportunity of having Chucky Lozano for a full 90 and maybe that being the thing that changed the game against Vancouver. And in that game against Vancouver here at home, you got scored twice very early on. How does Chucky Lozano change that? How does Chucky Lozano change that defensive action? He doesn't. Yeah, he could have contributed on the other side potentially, but I think Vancouver was still the better team, even with Lozano out there.
Yeah.
The full 90. Vancouver deserved to win, and they went over and played Lionel Messi, and then they played the best team that MLS money can buy. That's why I think people aren't satisfied with it, because they see a pathway of opportunity that could potentially have been better. Because if you think about it, go ask Coco, go back, use the memory. Mikey Varas went with the same exact lineup every game in playoffs. 4 back-to-back games against Portland. Didn't change anything. Nothing was changed. It was working. It was working, but nothing was. There was no wrinkles. There was no dynamic aspects of this team and this play, and where people see a X factor like Chucky Lozano just sitting there. That's why people are unsatisfied, because they'll just never know. And that's what gets to we're just not going to go what that's going to be like. Would that have changed? Well, to the people who are in Chucky FC, they believe, that would have changed. Chucky was going to come in, score a hat trick, and go on and play Messi. And then the play styles maybe meld together, and SDFC wins in the first year. Is that?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think there's a lot of people that do think that way, but that's also maybe not the best way. I mean, I'm not here to tell you how to think, but I think it's more coming down to earth, thinking, hey, like, this was an amazing year already, like, just based on what they did. But yeah, no, I mean, the whole Chucky thing is insane. It's almost funny to watch in a way.
It is.
Because it's kind of like, I don't think San Diego FC expected any of this to happen. And again, I think, you got to take it day by day with Chuki Lozano, and you got to see what happens and keep an eye on his Instagram, because he's living life, like you said, Tony.
He's having a great old time here, looking at what's Chuki's history in locker room issues. I don't know his history. We really like to hear.
Look, it's not like he is a bad teammate. It's not like he's
a total diva. He's not a total diva.
Yeah, he's there for teams, and he has friendships with players. And if it was the opposite, you would have heard players saying it's he does his own thing or whatever. But they all spoke very highly of him last season, even during the whole thing. They said, no, Chuck is here. He's a professional, and it looks like it's not awkward, blah, 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 blah. And now it's more like, everything's being handled the right way. Like, nobody's here backing Chucky up, saying like, well, I don't know what's going, like I wish he would stay. And like, nobody's saying that. Everyone seems to be cool with him just parting ways. So that should also tell you kind of like what type of maybe teammate he is as well.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's what Yepes said. Like, the captain said, like, no, this was handled correctly and everything was done in a wonderful way, and everybody is better because of it. Is that the case? I don't know. But what I'll say about Chucky Lozano and maybe his locker room thing is that the team agrees the vibes weren't there with Chucky. Like, it was just the leaders in the locker room also agreed, and this was communicated to the leadership in the locker room. And they understand that, hey, like, I am just a cog in the wheel for sure, but for this Chucky situation, it's not for me. Like, we see the path, we see what we want. But Chucky is the type of person. If you want to know what type of person Chucky is, look at the way he plays. He's a player who plays with heart. He plays with soul. He plays hard. He will make the difficult tackles. He's fiery. He will get in your face. He will go ahead and get a yellow card for arguing with the referee for a call that he didn't believe he should have been called on him, or like, that's a fiery player. He's a fiery, passionate player, and he's a fiery, passionate player in the locker room. And sometimes that boils over, and it's not exactly what the Right to Dream model needs. And that's why he's not a holistic fit for San Diego FC, because stylistically, Chucky goes for business for himself a lot of the time. That's why Milan Ilowski is not part of San Diego FC also. Yeah, he was asking for a lot of money, but he was scoring goals, but just not the best way. He wasn't scoring goals. Right
he just wasn't. You're doing the job, but you're not doing the way we want you to do it.
But yeah, I mean, it's, I don't know. But again, all these things, you're looking, when you had a video of music play in the locker room, some of them said Xavi because it's Chucky's favorite song. You still have to cater to him. You still have plans, like, to do these things for your biggest player. Like, you can't just scrap those. And again, you still save face by having that. But yeah, it's not gonna work out for San Diego FC and Chucky Lozano. Inter UPSL matchup, they won 4-2 away. So
Chris Bordon.
Shout out, I am Heung-min Son. One of the players that is a locker room captain is Aníbal Godoy coming back Interestingly enough, I didn't think I told you this. Emma came in, all the players came in, Lewis Morgan came in, Yeppe came in, Dreyer came in. He was one of the final ones. He came in saying, "Hey guys, don't ask me about the Chucky Lozano thing.
Wow,
Like,
I respect that.
Don't ask me about it. Like I'm here, like he's vibes, smiles, a gentleman and everything, but he straight up said, "Do not ask me about Chucky Lozano."
Ooh.
And there was a couple people like, ha, ha, ha. And it's like, no, like I'm serious, guys. Like, no, don't ask me. Okay, perfect. That's A-okay with me. Here is one of the leaders in the locker room for SanDiego FC, Aníbal Godoy.
For the club and for the player is different situation about last year. The preseason is more quicker. We have to try to improve in the more shorter time we have it. But I think we are a really good foundation, and we have to improve in some detail only. This is about the preseason. The preseason is about try to improve detail and try to be ready for Puma.
And so you mentioned Pumas coming in. What are the differences in the messages with your team about maybe playing a team that's a little bit more physical and a little bit, just kind of with the dark arts sometimes?
Yeah, I think Pumas in that moment have 2 games. For them it's different. They come to play against us with so many games behind, and we have to be ready to try to compete in the best way we can. And everybody knows Puma have a really good player. They have a really good team. And for us, it's good challenge. The first game is in the year is the CONCACAF. It's different level, different reading, and we have to be ready.
And then, what is your personal goal for the season coming back to the squad?
Yeah, it's more than the last year. I think try to go more far we can in this year. It's a difficult year also because every single team start to bring really good player, start to create a really good group, and for us is try to keep working and keep focus in the game we have it. Every game is different, every year is different. We have to try to stay humble because we know we played semi-final last year, but if we don't have a humble team, this year can be different.
With the World Cup.
He did have a cool little new ink on his right arm. Check out SDFC Nation's Instagram. He has a good picture on that. But yeah, he is primed, ready to go for next year. Is that a new blue color in the shield? Yes, it is white and blue. Very similar, to the leaked kit seal.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about that as well. But I wasn't there, media availability. Did anyone happen to ask him about, facing teammate, youngster Carrasquilla?
No.
With Pumas? No?
That would have been your question had you gone.
Yeah. Bummer. Yeah, it's going to be a good matchup because Carrasquilla, at 1.1, the best player.
The CONCACAF player. Yeah.
So, he's definitely one of the best players. I'd say youngster, but he's already 27. Still pretty in his prime.
Aren't you 27?
28.
You're 28?
29 in a couple months.
What?
Yeah, dude.
What?
Yeah, dude, that means you're turning, 32?
I just turned 33. No wonder they asked us to MC that and not play.
33?
What's up, Reed? Hey, man, we're having a Street Soccer USA thing. Yeah, how's it going, man? Oh, yeah. Can you guys help us out? Oh, yeah, dude. What position do you need me? MC. I'm kidding.
Uncle Tony.
I got legit, like I told you guys, I got called uncle this last weekend. Like
you you're chopped, bro.
But wait. Ya estás 30, güey.
Hey. Voy a cumplir 29.
You're up there. You're
I'm still in my 20s.
Barely.
Hey.
So changing the show to 2 walkers and a mic, heck yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Let's talk about this kid. Is this legit? Is this the away kit now?
So you tell me, does this kit and so look at that training crest. Look at that color. Look at that.
It looks maybe a little lighter on this one.
But again, with the white,
I mean, it looks like it looks like it is the kit.
I mean, yeah, Footy Headlines have confirmed it. Yeah, no, like it's look. What sealed the deal for me here is Adriana's insurance on the sleeve.
Yeah,
like that's how you know. Like,
and the
in what world?
Bottom.
In what world does Footy Headlines know about Adriana's insurance? All right, this has to be AI. Well,
nah, that's the kid. And look, at the end of the day, I mean, I will always stand on this hill, and I looked at Andrew Vasiliades' eyes.
SanDiego loyal
days and told them, I don't care what a kid looks like as long as the team is playing good and attractive soccer and getting results. That goes the same way for SanDiego FC and SanDiego Wave. The uniform can be disgusting, but if they're playing good and still have one of the best away records next season, oh well.
Gives me FCC, but Esteban says, I don't mind it, to be honest. I feel it's going to be one of those kits that looks better on the field. That's always the thing. Like the field test, for sure. And people are going to buy it. And this is where the club assumes that people are just going to buy everything that you throw at them.
Which they do.
And it happens. And people will rock it. And you know what, Esteban? Maybe you're the person that this was made for. And maybe there's a few others that are out there. And that's who this kit is made for. And they'll be fine. Just why? Like it was fine. You guys didn't have to do that.
If SDFC gives us a jersey to do a giveaway or something, we will not give that one away because I don't want to.
No, we will
ruin someone's day.
I mean, okay. Let it be that. Let it be the kit. It's fine, I guess. But my thing, and I love. Please keep telling us what this kit reminds you of. I saw the terrible SDFC memes thing came up here too. That looks like
the Stranger Things one killed
that
me.
One. It's a michelada stain. How many shirts will have Chucky on it? From what I heard, all Chucky Lozano things had been removed from 18 Threads 2 weeks ago. Before the announcement itself. They're not doing themselves any favors. They're not going to profit from this. Just know this is Adidas. Like Adidas
jersey's
also
gonna
has,
stay the same.
I believe so.
Okay.
Dreyer and this might make it better. I can't wait for the spin of how this is representative of SanDiego,
the community.
If this is the community kit, and we mentioned
is that not a map of all the freeways in SanDiego?
Yeah, dude, whenever it's raining and there's all that red, just like people can drive in the city. Tijuana river flows. Yeah, I can see that. What do you think the inspo was? All right, in the chat right now, I want to hear your PR spins, your marketing spins on how this kit represents SanDiego. Because if I was to tell you, and I did mention this a little bit on the Chromaniacs because it came up, like this kit, as much as everybody's bagging on it, it would suck if it comes out like, no guys, this was a Make-A-Wish kids last thing and they designed it and it represented the community and we decided to make little Timmy's design the kit and we're all just shitting on it. Like that would. Because and this is I gave them the opportunity, so now you can look at the camera and apologize in advance in case that's the thing, in case it's like a wholesome like, hey guys, like this came from this person who just has the most incredible story, San Diegan through and through, like they fought off a pack of coyotes in a canyon and just after they came in, were inspired and decided to go into design. And this actually represents the connections throughout the city and how, while it's very plain sometimes and very it just no characteristics whatsoever. Sometimes you get little cracks and bursts of the real passion of the fans of the city, and that's what you see, the cracks and the blue and the oranges of the sunset and the.
Sorry, Timmy. You're the same shit, my boy. Like, that's great. Respectfully, Timmy needs a new hobby. You guys suck, man. If that is true, you guys will all regret what you're saying.
It represents the cracked mud of currently 10% full Lake Hodges. Ooh, okay. You got to say with that tone.
I mean,
yeah, that's the only thing that makes sense. I would love for and all the proceeds go.
I get it.
The fault lines.
It's a maze to find the relationship between San Diego FC and San Diego Wave.
Oh, I like that. Or it's the new roadmap to tell you where you should park now that construction is happening everywhere at Snapdragon Stadium. And hey, look, all these lines, like, can't park there. The purple one, can't
That's
park.
the red, the blue you can park.
Can't park there. But where am I going to pay $50 for?
Adriana's insurance.
It represents the fractured nature of the club with Chucky. Ooh, that's meta, bro. Imagine just owning it. Like, we knew this would divide our community, but we are still strong, connected, and woven into one terrible design. Mm-hmm. Symbolizes the Tourette syndrome San Diego has when it wins and loses. Our teams give us heat map of passing of Right to Dream style. Okay, well, a lot of cold areas at the defensive area because again, I'm seeing it from top to bottom.
Oh, wait, Jeremy, what?
I'm getting through this.
I'm sorry, I just wanted to share that one.
The cracks. Hold on, we'll get to it. The cracks on Miramar Road. Yeah, come on, Mayor. Oh, we are in a deficit, but I need my streets to be sexy. Sorry,
I'm pissed about the parking at Balboa. So
why? We don't need you. We don't need you outsiders from the outside of the main city of San Diego utilizing our park. Don't you Chula Vistans have parks?
Okay, Mr. Lakeside.
I pay taxes to the city of San Diego, so you watch your mouth.
Me too, actually.
No, you don't. When you go to 7-Eleven at work, okay, that doesn't count. All right. It's a roadmap to find Chucky a new team. Okay. It's a 2026 San Diego County heat map, just in general. Little Timmy came up with this on his deathbed. Pull the plug.
The chat's not letting down, man.
Hey, look, it's gonna come up and be like, oh, we have the same organization that came over from
Costa Rica,
an island, whatever, and they saw the vibrance of what really happens and captured the essence of this on a relief. This was actually meant to be a design on a triptych dedicated to San Diego soccer and the opulence visually to capture your attention. This Jackson Pollock-esque. You know who Jackson Pollock is?
No.
Jackson Pollock. Jackson Pollock.
It kind of looks like the kit.
No, the 100 looks like that's. Where'd it go? That's art history coming up. Boom. Jackson Pollock.
Wow.
¿Se parece, güey?
Sí, ahí está. Son un chingo de rayones. Scribbles, scrabbles. I think a kid at my camp drew something like that today.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Well, now I really need you next week to defend this. The stains of the tacos of Adabada. Okay, I like it. This kid can't be real. And if it's not, well, guess what? You duped footy headlines. Stains from the taco. What does that have to do with San Diego? Or are we talking about some kid from Coronado? Well, I mean, it's part of the 18 threads, bro. Oh my God. Each year, one thread. Each year, one person from each city gets to design it. Like, That takes forever, man. You're gonna get through for a while.
Whoever designed this one, everyone's gonna.
I think they will say
city.
it represents San Diego's sunset and the blue of the water. Yes.
Okay, Wave did it
Yes.
first.
Wave did it better.
Wave did it way better. Nike did it better.
The lines that they saw for a Snapchat SDSU game, it's a football game, zoomed in fibers of the flow symbol to show the struggle to be able to afford to live in San Diego. Hell, yeah, that's my favorite one. I love that ball. The San Diego TJ at the bottom right. You think TJ wants to be associated with that kit?
Well, Reebok's not going to do any better.
Yeah, no, they're not Chatterley anymore. Blue pattern in the froze. They're going to make it in the flow ceremony, so it's not white anymore. At least the design sparks a conversation and gets people's attention. I got a 5 on the AP Art History test, and I would be able to come up with a good essay on what this potentially may or may not mean. Looks like the crusty sock under my bed. Just a moment for that. Just a moment for that. I appreciate your candor, and welcome further candor in that same vein. Can we just have one design from Barrio Logan? Yeah, I mean, there was another team that did it, but
I'm telling you, man, these are the freeways, and that's the heat map of traffic in San Diego.
I don't see how I can see this getting to be a good idea. And again, sometimes this is Adidas doing the
Okay,
this is what you're going to use.
Can I throw something out there for kids? Like, since when does it need to represent the city? Like, since when does it need to have anything that has meaning towards the city? Like, you look at Real Madrid kids, they don't come out and say, "Oh, this represents Madrid." Chivas, oh yeah, yeah, it's a classic. You need to have the red, white stripes, but nothing else that they do is oh, we did this because of the city. This represents this. I don't know, man. At this point, as long as it looks cool, that'd be great. But they can't even do that.
Well, let's look at what the leaked because there was an original leak before Footy Headlines about what it's actually meant to mean. As soon as I find it here, 609 Soccer reminded me of that. Shout out 609 Soccer. Shout out to all the creators that are here. This is the podcast that the insiders listen to. And when I say insiders, it's legitimately the insiders from both of these teams that listen here. I'm just trying to find it.
609 Soccer, if you can maybe send us a link.
No, I have it. No, I
found it. It is.
I found it. All right, let's go ahead and share this and see if I can zoom in a little bit. Bus. I zoomed in and it did nothing. Let me just. All right. I read the first line and it made me laugh. Oh man.
I can't read what it says. So.
You can't read what it says. I'll read it to you, but I'm gonna put it up in a way that people can read and gaze upon. Nope, still can't. So what I'm going to do is the following, because this is a live show on the go, 312 episodes consecutively in a row. If you like what you hear, while I pull this up, here's the GoFundMe.
Yeah, make sure you guys donate to our GoFundMe. Support us in that way.
All right, I got it here because I want to be able to zoom in on. Soy un pinche genio, güey. Share screen. We go to window. We go this. We go that. All right, here we go. First line. Football is the world's language. Sure. I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. It needs no translation, no passport, and it crosses all borders. It is a game for everyone, everywhere, and no city lives that truth more fully than San Diego. Here, cultures meet, traditions blend, and passions flow freely from every neighborhood, every field, and across every connection we share in the regions. Our 2026 community kit is born from that spirit. Football is a game without borders, with the World Cup coming to the United States, gosh, how did you shoehorn Mexico and Canada? Our region stands at the center of a global celebration. For the first time, fans from every corner of the world will experience, this is for the world, geez, the beauty, energy, and pride of San Diego and Tijuana. And this jersey is our invitation to join us. Reject invitation. I'm not RSVPing for that. San Diego is a city of connection. 38
18. A la verga, tranquilos.
I'm including
18.
the everybody who's in what Lincoln Acres, bro. Come on, Lakeside. 18 where'd it go? 18 vibrant communities, each with their own voice and culture, all united by the game. This jersey is not just a kit, but a statement that football inspires belonging, creates opportunity, and gives a shared identity to celebrate. With the world's eyes on us in 2026, San Diego and Tijuana step forward together, celebrating our culture, our people, and our game. And the release of this is going to be a video at the border with somebody from TJ from Mexico crossing the line or something like that. And if that's what it's going to be, I still don't see it as a kid. Like,
Yeah.
Like, do they not know that there's not a World Cup game at Snapdragon Stadium? Has anybody told them
Or,
that,
or an Estadio
the
Caliente?
world, the world is going to come here and say, where are those San Diego FC kits? Let me see them, guys. Let's see. No.
Is anybody even going to train in San Diego? Maybe teams that play in LA, but
there's one in Tijuana for sure. One is in training in Tijuana. But again, leave that to Tijuana. So did that convince anybody? And I take the piss out of this, and I joke and I jest because it's just funny, the state of football, and this is kind of where we're all at. Like,
yeah.
I've seen some of these lineup, like for Chelsea specifically, like the lineup announcements, the starting 11 announcements. I'm like, give me the names. I don't need this avant-garde, like artsy, like this, and this. All respect to the workers, the freelancers, the creatives who actually do that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's funny. It's interesting.
Yeah.
And if it works out, go for it. Is this a segment of the podcast Make a Wish? Jeez.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like every time they try to explain something, it's a whole lot of nothing.
I am getting word that there is going to be teams training here.
Just came in. Just came in.
That's how it happens. Thank you, Mike. Anybody else?
Switzerland is camped here, confirmed, staying in Del Mar.
Whoever wrote this doesn't know football and sounds like marketing BS to me. Oh, but they might know the city, right? They know the city, just like just like they had to hire a island group of people to tell you what San Diego FC should look like, and that's the crest that you got. Again, people have gotten warmed up to it. That was this is the last off-season discussion that we're gonna have. So I'm just gonna go all out with it because this is where we're at. Next week we got a game preview, February 3rd. Pumas, CONCACAF champions. After that, guess what? It's a season, and then none of this is gonna matter. With that made using Grok or Chat GPT. No, dude, it was puro corazón, bro. Puro corazón. That made me hate it more than looking at it. The branding has been off since the beginning, honestly. Yeah, some people may agree. Some people, I agree even more. I'm sure people can't afford to stay. Okay, cross-border, right? Again, el vato que está vendiendo camisetas en la línea, the guy that's selling the jerseys and the ponchos at the border, wouldn't be caught with this. Like, he's like, hey man, I'd rather not feed my family than to sell this to people.
Mm-hmm. That's funny.
The kids that are juggling, like you pay them with one of these, be like, no, it's okay. They'll empty their McDonald's cup and be like, oh, you seem to need it more. I was asked, okay, I won't say it here. I was asked in a very safe thing, like, what do you say to those people and those kids that juggle and ask for money?
Oh, ahorita no tengo, mijo.
No, ahorita no, vato. No, ahorita no. But me being somebody who crossed every single day as a kid to go to school and saw, you know, people on both sides of the border with poverty and extreme poverty and somewhere else, and hard workers and family who work and made it through. Somebody asked me, what do you tell them? I'm like, you know what? If they really annoy me, I'm like, mijo, dile a tu mamá que se ponga a trabajar.
Culero.
Instead
Funny,
of, hey, let me just produce another one to ask, have an extra Jack in the Box cup.